Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Movie Social. We're your hosts, Ricky and Steph.
What up, what up, what up?
Today's episode, we're going to be doing a spoiler review of a Netflix movie that's been out for a few weeks called Fearless. It's a animated kids-ish movie, predominantly a black cast.
Which was awesome, by the way.
The way you look at it, you can definitely tell that it has a black fingerprint all over it.
Fingerprint? Hands. Both hands.
Foot in it, maybe?
Possibly.
But yeah, it's basically about a video game that basically, in a sense, came to life in a way.
Yep.
Where it's supposed to be a space video game that turns out at one point there's kids in it, babies, and the person that's playing the game is like, what? And he's supposed to be the number one player on this game.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow the villain on the game gets the babies and they somehow escape and get sent to Earth through a wormhole. And
the concept is wild.
It just goes on. The villain follows them, and also, of course, their dad, who's the hero in this story.
By the way, who was played by New York legend rapper Jadakiss.
Legend, no?
Jadakiss is a legend in the rap game. Don't get it twisted. He's a New York legend in the rap game.
I want to be Ninja Turtle, ain't no legend. But anyway.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
He's trying to go back to those beats back in the 2000s. We're not going to do that.
That's when his career ended, in my opinion.
Oh my God. Back to the review.
So, the father follows them and winds up getting trapped on the alien spaceship. Has to go through this torture maze, which I thought was nice and genius, actually. That was a unique spin on villainy. And the babies end up at the video gamer's house, ironically. Crash lands there. And it's funny because he's also a video gamer and he's a senior in high school, has to do this project with someone who's basically the smart person.
Yeah, she's a go-getter, trying to get into MIT.
Yeah.
She's played by Grownishes and Blackish Owns, the daughter, Zoe.
Yeah, and so they are supposed to be doing this project together, and she feels like he's slacking off, and then out pops these babies, and she's like, well, what?
You didn't tell me you were supposed to be babysitting.
Like, we're supposed to be doing this project, but you have these kids here. And then he tries to say that they're from the video game. Of course, she doesn't believe him, none of that. But in the end of this part, one of the babies actually reveals their powers in front of her, knocks out the power to the whole place. And then that's when she believes him, and they basically are like, what are we doing now? Basically, they get in touch with the father, who's at this point stuck on that ship. And basically like, y'all gotta go. If I can track you guys, then the villain can too.
But in the meantime, while he was trying to track him, one of the babies grabs the communication device and breaks it, smashes it.
And mind you, at the same time, of course, the U.S. government, as always, detected both times that these aircrafts broke into the Earth's gravitational pull and broke through the atmosphere.
And then landed in the great US of A, as they say.
Yeah. And I believe the general's played by Gabrielle Union.
Yep. And then her private, that's like right underneath her, is none other than Dwayne Wade. This is a very black cast.
Yeah, and it's what, Private Wade at that?
Yes, his name is Private Wade, which is hilarious.
And so, of course, they go on this whole adventure trying to, one, outrun the villain and also find a way to get these kids out of here.
Mm-hmm.
While also the government is looking for them. And a lot of things happen. Like what?
The kids start to develop their powers and get stronger with their powers. They eventually get caught by the government first. Then you got the villain coming there zapping everybody with this time freeze type gun. Takes the babies, takes them to the ship, drains their powers, or so he thought, and starts to run amok on the great old planet named Earth, which he hates the name, by the way. And it goes from there, man. Like, the kids really saved the day. It's a really, really sweet movie to watch with your children. And I liked it. I liked everything about it. The cast, the whole idea. You have some cameos from Fat Joe being the DJ. You have some characters in here, man, that you did not expect to be I was watching the movie and I was like, that sounds like Dwayne Wade. That can't be Dwayne. Now you didn't know that was Gabrielle Union. I did not know that at all. But you knew that that's Dwayne Wade. I did not know that was Fat Joe as well as the DJ. Come to find out. And then the voice of the main character sounded familiar, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. And then to find out that it's Jadakiss, it blew my mind. So I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the cast, and this is definitely something that you should watch with your children.
And it's definitely a great animated series. I would definitely recommend you guys to watch it. Again, it's on Netflix as of right now. So while it's out there, check it out. I'm not sure you might need something for these kids to do while you might still be working after they're done their virtual learnings or on the weekend. Let us know in the comments below what you think about Fearless. And until next time.